Change. Does
Fuck
anybody?
you.
Does anybody have change?
Kill yourself. Change? Anybody? Change, please.
All right,
We've
how
been here
about
for
you go
weeks, sir.
fuck yourself?
No.
Shut up,
can't,
bitch
can't,
boy.
sir. But
Get-
please change.
Shut up,
Our segue left us.
bitch boy.
We've been bad people. We didn't record. We were lazy.
Little shit.
We suffer the consequences. Did you hear that?
What is that?
What is that? It's coming down the road. Are we on a road? We don't know. It's coming back. What is that?
What's up, bitches?
This isn't the normal segue.
It's
this
the-
is the edgy segue. And welcome back to our Bestest podcast, featuring your hosts, Calvin Mooney
That's
and
me.
Brian Keeler. Oh,
We're here.
our last names are out there. Look us up on Facebook.
Twitter.
Actually, all 10 viewers, don't do that.
That would be really funny.
That'd be really weird.
Find my parent. Don't find my parents.
Find our parents. Like, okay,
Find our parents.
hold on,
Message
hold
our
on.
parents funny things. Send them clips.
Funny internet lols. It's like,
Send them
funny.
clips where I say a very bad thing. And then they'll go, mine will not be too mad, but I feel like you'd get like a, why would you do
It'd
that?
just be like, why?
And
But
you
granted,
know
I
it
don't
was
remember
funny.
saying anything that I would regret.
Same here.
Like most,
Like-
if anything, it'd be like, okay, yeah, I get that. I haven't
slow.
said anything like horribly sexist or racist to be like, why the hell would you say that on my phone? I'm like, I don't
Right.
know. So I think I'd be
Except for
fine.
that one time where we said the N-word. Remember when I deleted the N-word that you said?
When was? Do not. I did not. I'm like, hold up.
I'm glad that you were like generally like, wait.
I was like, I did not.
I just saw your like mind just wait. Oh, that was great. All right, so yeah, we're here. We're back again. We've
been
had a
2
week of a
weeks.
skip.
Yeah, he was in Indiana like a little bitch boy.
Yeah, I watched No Game No Life 0 in Indiana because there are no airings in the state that I live in.
Actually, there was on the 5th and 8th at a couple theaters nearby us.
Yeah, and no, not on the 5th and 8th nearby us. There was only one in like the really
There was one in Celebration Cinema North.
yeah on the 8th. We were gonna
Right.
go see both of them.
I thought I heard somewhere that was on the 5th and the 8th.
No, I checked already. Anyways, it was a very good movie. No one can see it now. You're gonna have to wait for the Blu-rays, Mr. and
Who
Mrs.
buys the Blu-rays of anime anyway?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It depends. It depends on how expensive it is. I'm definitely buying your name when that comes out. Anyways, let's start this podcast. It's been started, but
Well,
you know what I
yeah.
mean.
Technically, it's
This
been
is-
started
this
for
is
like 5
technically
minutes
how
now because we had
podcasts
an intro
work.
that we recorded 10 minutes before actually starting the podcast.
Yeah. But either way, technically, just talking is the podcast. But sometimes we like to have topics, such as...
Hold on.
Wait.
We can't just go off on a topic here.
Oh, you're right. We
Remember,
have to have
we
our
had our
friend...
edgy segue come back?
Yeah, we had the edgy segue.
He's sitting right here with me. He's blowing cigarette smoke in my face. The segue is smoking.
What type?
He's that edgy.
Dude, what you got? What you got there, kiddo?
got
He's giving me a
smoke.
cold glare. He won't even tell me. It's probably weed.
He just wants us. He just wants us to get on.
He wants us to get on, so we're hopping on. All
He
right.
doesn't care about us anymore.
Get off. Wow.
Where are we at?
We're in front of
We're in
Adult Swim.
Flint.
We're not in Flint. We're in front
No,
of
we're
Adult
in
Swim.
Flint. We're
Oh.
in Flint, Michigan.
This isn't how improv works.
No,
Brian.
it's not.
It's not how we're in front of Adult Swim. I wonder what's going on in here.
Whoa.
Kick down the door. All right, what's going on in here, fellas? Hello. I'm Dan Harmon, and yeah, hello. Brian, you have to
I
respond
can't-
for the gimmick to work.
Oh, hi. Hi.
I'm Dan Harmon. I make Rick and Morty, and then he flew off
Good-
into the
good-
sunset. Sweet. So we're gonna talk about Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks too late too. It's like, oh,
Shut
well,
up, Brian.
was it last Monday? Yeah, season 3 ended. I didn't even know it was ending. It was like, oh, 10 episodes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that
Was
was
it not
short.
10 episodes before?
It was just, oh, it just felt short. A lot of animated seasons nowadays feel short. You know,
Yeah.
where it's like 10 episodes when it used to be.
But yeah, what did you think about Rick and Morty season 3?
I thought it was good. There were some episodes in there that were like, eh.
Like your favorite?
Pickle
Pickle
Rick.
Rick. It's his favorite episode of all time. It
But
is.
I think even like the season finale felt a little weird.
Yeah.
Kind of the way they resolved things. I was like, oh, okay. It's just back to normal now. I was like, okay.
Resolved by raw, like, reset.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like, oh. But I thought it was good. There were some good episodes in there, so
Yeah.
I thought it was worth watching.
So let's go through every episode that existed in season 3 and give our thought. Episode 1 of season 3 came out in April. Very good episode.
I thought that one was a very good episode.
Fun
I
sci-fi.
thought, well, granted, because it was the first Rick and Morty we've seen in like a year, but it also.
But I feel like if they went off by airing Pickle Rick, I feel like there would have been a different response.
Yeah, I just felt like it was a really solid episode to begin with. Like they had a lot of time to polish that specific episode. And
Yeah,
be
it
like,
looked
this is
very good.
what, you know, this is kind of how we want it to go, and I just thought it was a good episode. My only like problem with the episode was I think the ending when he was, you know, kind of the we're gonna go on crazy adventures, Morty, and then he goes on about the Szechuan sauce.
What are you saying about the
It's
Szechuan
like
sauce?
it just seemed
It's
like that.
okay.
it
It's
seemed-
like the season 1 thing.
It's like I felt that monologue was fine, but I felt like it lost a little bit of focus at the end, where it was like, oh,
But it's okay.
with the Szechuan sauce, I was like, okay, you did it. You're just kind of grasping at straws here, trying to keep it going.
9 more seasons, Morty. Nine.
Like that stuff I
90
thought was
years
fine,
and-
but when he just went on the tangent about the sauce, it was like, okay,
Hey,
you're just
there's a reason why he tangented about the sauce.
really going.
He likes that good Mulan McNugget sauce. Brian, that's his character arc, is the McNugget sauce. But then episode 2, I think, was the
Wasteland
Fury Road one.
Yeah,
I didn't
thought
like that one.
I liked it. I mean, granted, there hasn't
There are
been an
parts
episode
I
of
liked,
Rick and
but-
Morty that I haven't like disliked, but I liked that one. There were a couple parts that did feel a little weird.
I didn't like it. It was boring. The only thing I
Yeah,
liked
that
was
is
the
true.
the side plot with Morty and his fucking like grown arm.
yeah.
That was the best part
That
of
was
the
about
entire
the only
episode.
thing that really felt like, oh,
that
this
was
is
great.
good.
I
'Cause
liked
it's-
that. But
'cause-
everything else was just kind of like meh all the way
It's
through.
like, oh, it was just a Mad Max style cool.
Yeah, it's like neat. It's like Mad Max. And then
Which I'm not saying Mad Max is bad. Mad Max is
Man, it's a
great.
fucking worst movie. I like A Little Einstein's the movie.
Was there a movie to that?
I don't know, but we should watch it if there is one.
Why?
It'd be funny.
No.
It'd be funny. It'd be terrible and it'd be great. And then episode 3, Pickle Rick.
See, to me,
Wait,
it
was
wasn't...
it Pickle Rick or was it Vindicators? I think it might have been Vindicators first.
Let's look up an episode list real quick. 'cause
No, we have to go off the top of our heads and be not professional.
Actually, instead of using the laptop,
Brian, are you forgetting where stuff is again? Go figure. Am I
we're looking
right,
up an
fellas?
episode list right now because we're like, yeah, we can do this off the top of our head, but no,
I
we
was doing
can't.
great, and I realized that the later episodes I don't remember at all, so this is probably
Exactly.
the better plan. I'm going to take a sip of water and comment on Brian's wallpaper, which is so fucking weeby, dude.
Oh, I know.
Your
right?
weeb desktop background.
Cowboy Bebop, the weebiest show.
Weebiest
there.
show. Weebiest show. And it even has Japanese on it. It doesn't even have, like, English. What are you? An
Episode 3
otaku?
was Pickle Rick.
It was Pickle Rick.
My problem with the episode wasn't necessarily the Pickle Rick parts himself. It was just how everybody acted with it. And,
Yeah,
like, the families. It was
definitely.
like, oh my god.
And then the little ending bit. with
Yeah,
the
that
lady.
ending monologue seemed a little weird and forced too, where it's like, oh, I don't like therapists because
Because they
It's
do
like-
exactly what it's going to do later.
It's like with a lot of sitcoms where you just kind of get that forced happy resolution
You
family
get the really
moment at the
slow
end.
pan during the monologue, or the slow zoom, like the.
Or you know what I mean? You get jokes all the way throughout the episode, then it's like, at the end of the episode, there's gonna be that family moment in there, that nice heartwarming moment.
Nice,
It's gonna happen.
Moment.
It happens in every episode. It's gonna happen, and it just felt like that was the forced family.
Yeah. And then, what is it next? It was Vindicators, I'm almost positive. I did not like Vindicators at all.
Really? I thought it was kind of enjoyable. Like,
there were some parts that were like, yeah. Like, I liked Noop Noop. Noop Noop was good.
I liked it just on the idea of, like, really, Morty, you want to go and do this? It's like, this is really lame. And it's like, oh... And then he just kind of does all this, he kind of set up the traps and that. I thought that was really unique, and it kind of felt like
it was
this
unique,
is the good,
but it felt weird.
Good creative sci-fi thing. I was like, oh, cool, I like that again. It just felt like...
I don't know, it felt like the pacing was just off.
Yeah, that stuff was a little weird, but I liked it for the characters in it, too. And, not I grew attached to the characters, but I just kind of liked...
I loved Million Ants!
Yeah, it's just like, I just kind of liked who they were. It was like, I thought that was really neat.
I don't know, it just
to me,
felt
I just like that.
Like, the thing that Dan Harmon does all the time is the whole hero's journey thing.
Right,
like,
and that just really didn't feel like
even the episodes. And it felt like they went, like, halfway through the circle in, like, the first 2 minutes. Then the rest of it was the whole rest bit. It didn't work out correctly.
Yeah, I will admit, it was a little weird of a structure to it.
It was chunky. And
overall, I didn't mind it as an episode. So that was my thoughts on it.
And then what's next?
The Whirly Durly.
Oh, I love Whirly Durly Conspiracy.
Which one was that? I don't.
That was the one where Jerry was trying to kill Rick on the Whirly Durly machine.
Oh yeah, I really did enjoy that one. It was like all the funny the.
We could ride the Whirly Durly.
It's like, oh.
Wait, Jerry, how'd you figure out about the Whirly Durly? But yeah, I liked that one. It was fun and just kind of like...
Yeah, it was just a really
it was a fun sci-fi thing, and it was just like, he's hanging out with Jerry for basically the reason of, fuck it, let's do a Jerry and Rick episode. Which they state immediately, which was fun. Just Rick and Jerry
I did like that one. I thought that was good.
I'm already out of water. I'm fucked. And then what was next?
Rest in Relaxation.
Yes.
Oh,
that one was fucking amazing.
So
I loved that episode.
I just kind of enjoyed that moment at the beginning where they get done with this mission that looks really standard to them, and they just break down, like crying. Is like, oh.
I honestly want to make Morty scream in that, like my dial or my ringtone.
I just
or
love
not my
that.
ringtone, but like my message tone.
Like they are just broken. They're just oof.
I was not controlling this time, Morty. It was great. I loved that part, and then they do the whole like full cleanse thing, which is like fake voodoo here.
Oh yeah,
but
and
in
then
that place, it's like a literal situation. And the cool thing is, it gets rid of what they think is like bad about themselves. It's not like stereotypical, this is bad about this person.
Right.
It's literally what they choose to be bad about themselves, and that's what was interesting about that whole episode. It was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, I just liked it. I was like, oh yeah, once Morty stops becoming...
He's just fucking on top of the world.
Great.
Immediately. It's like, wow, is that really all it takes? Get me one of them fucking cleansers, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
let me in.
Yeah, I thought that one was a really solid episode.
Yeah, I liked that one a lot. What was the next episode, Brian?
Ooh, the Rick Atlantis mix-up.
Oh, yeah.
I like this one. Like, I thought the Atlantis one would be neat idea, too. I'm like, okay, that sounds cool, but then they switched it up to the...
Atlantis. And then they wasn't. It was actually the whole Evil Morty thing, wasn't it?
And I really like that intro too, with in the city playing, kind of just that whole introducing the setting, and I thought that was
actually really interesting.
And I just thought it was a really interesting episode too.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
I didn't expect it to do that.
No.
But it was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought it had a really well done
Simple Rick.
Oh, and I just loved seeing that all the different Ricks and all the different Mortys in there.
It's literally just infinite Ricks and Mortys, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's so cool.
I wished incense porn had a broader appeal.
Morty's Mind Blowers was
Oh!
next. That one was.
I
That one
fucking
was
loved
great.
Morty's
That one
Mind
was great.
Blowers. That was so fun.
I just
It's
liked
just
all the
the
creativity.
shit that was
Because
like,
that's what I
done to him.
loved about Rick and Morty and stuff. It's just kind of the sci-fi. It can just be creative and do whatever the hell it wants.
Because that's the premise it goes off
and that's just
of.
kind of the premise it goes off of. You know, where it's like, it's sci-fi.
Do whatever.
Whatever.
Fuck it.
We
Fuck
just
you.
gotta do some made-up name and then it'll make sense. We
I'm
don't.
a Schwarpalon. Hello. And it's like, yeah, this is my type of naming convention.
I know, and it's like, and they just had that whole thing with the mind blowers, and like.
I love just the idea that both Rick and Morty are like, I don't want this in your head, so I'm going to remove it now.
Yeah.
And also I love how there's Jerry mind blowers. It's just like, I wonder what his could even be.
I know.
What's the shit that he got removed? Because that'd be fun stuff.
And I just like the end with Summer too, where it's like,
Summer is just like, God damn it.
they're doing
And
it
he just-
again.
He just fixes
It's
it.
like it's just a completely normal thing for them to do with
Yeah.
these mind blowers.
And I love
thing.
how
Like, and
it's
it always
literally-
ends like this.
Yeah.
It's like,
I love how it was the excuse of, or like immediately they're like, we're doing this instead of the infinite channels thing.
which it was just as good as the
It
infinite
was.
channels.
I loved it. It was really good. What was the next episode?
Ooh, the ABCs of Beth.
Oh yeah.
This one I really enjoyed. It was a little different pacing, you know, kind of coming off the
Yeah.
momentum of the other two, but I thought it was like a really neat idea with like the little place for Beth that
Yeah.
Rick created when she was little, and the
And
kid
that she's
stuck there the whole
fucked
time.
up.
Yeah, the kid was stuck there the whole time. He's just like,
And
like,
just is
ooh.
fucking and eating children.
I know. I was like,
It's
okay.
like, oh, okay.
And I kind of
this
liked
is-
the side plot with Jerry too, and them. I was like, yeah, haha.
What was the
dating-
side plot? Oh yeah, dating,
dating
the
this alien.
I don't know
woman.
if you've noticed, but she has 3 of something.
I was like,
I wish I could do Jerry's voice. I can't.
He's got a good voice. I like.
He
his
does.
voice
I really like
actor.
his voice actor. And now every time I see the Progressive commercial, I think it is with the box, because he's that voice.
Yeah,
I
he
can't
also
unhear
plays
Jerry.
like a character in Archer, and he's like that exact.
Oh,
same,
I can
like
totally
that exact
believe that.
same character too.
Yeah.
like almost exactly.
Yeah, I can definitely see that voice being an Archer. Next episode.
The Rick Shurian Morty date. That
The
name sounds
Rick-Turian Morty
wrong,
date?
but
The Rick-Turian Morty date.
Rick is tangled in a confrontation with the president. I really
was that the
liked-
last episode?
That was the last.
That was the
episode.
last episode.
I really liked all the stuff with it. Probably
I
more
just-
until the end
I
when
just
it
love
kind of
how
did
it
the
was
whole
just a
resolution
genuine
thing.
feud between President
Yeah,
and
it's just
Rick.
it's just just
Like
Rick
he
arguing with the president. It's like yup,
it's just more
yup.
Rick is stupid powerful and nobody can beat him stuff.
And it's just like
and
that
it's fun.
fight at the White House too. I thought that was really.
It was
funny.
really creative, like having like mind washed children attack and have them be like fended off with candy. It's like this is like a really creative fight scene and I like it.
And that one has one of my favorite lines in the whole series.
One of
the. Yeah, just ignore like the I don't know JFK or whorehouse and like or the
Oh
this,
yeah,
there's-
the
and then the Lincoln Slave Coliseum.
He
didn't free them all. Like
That was great.
He didn't free them all.
It's like,
I was
oh.
like, hmm.
I love how
Okay.
it's literally just Rick, I don't really want that selfie. You're getting the fucking selfie.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. This is one way to put things into motion. And then it all resets, and you know who we get at the end of the
Get
episode?
Jerry back
Yeah, Jerry back.
and Mr. PBG.
PBG.
He's got a topper in Rocket League, and you can have him sit on your car.
Oh, yeah, Poopy Butthole.
Yeah.
Oh, if we say that, we're going to get demonetized.
Oh no. We're gonna get demonetized anyway. What does it matter?
Well, we're going to get demonetized and then remonetized, but only after all the video, or all of the views happen. It's silly. It's not like we're getting a lot of views and that it's like, oh no, not that we're monetized, no.
yeah.
But it's just like kind of the fact that
Has
it's like,
YouTube
really,
done
come
any
on.
steps to like fix it?
I don't know, but I have a funny feeling probably not.
Yeah, they're probably because they're pushing all this YouTube bread and all these YouTube originals. Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube bread. I
I
think
love
they even have like a
YouTube
TV
originals.
streaming service now. Like
Yeah, but it's all sports and shit. Like
well, it's like
50% of it is like sports channels.
Well, I think it's CBS and like ESPN on that. So it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like neat and all, I
But
guess.
it's like, why would you
Wait,
want?
CBS. Does that mean we can watch Little Sheldon?
Probably.
Yes.
But I'm not paying.
Speak
for
of,
that.
we haven't watched Little Sheldon again.
No, we stopped giving a shit a while ago.
Yeah. We were
Because
just like,
it's
little
like,
shudder, like, nah.
we got to see how bad it is. Oh, it wasn't completely terrible.
It wasn't great,
bad.
though.
It wasn't great. But it's like,
Because it wasn't
why
the worst
should
it
we
could
watch
possibly
the
be.
rest?
Yeah, we don't want to watch it anymore. We don't care.
But yeah, that's our rundown. Oh, wasn't there something else, Rick and Morty, we had to talk about?
I don't think there's anything
About
else Rick and Morty that
I don't
happened.
know, some generic teriyaki sauce that people freak
You
out over.
mean the Mulan McNugget sauce?
It's like, it's just teriyaki sauce, people.
Brian.
It's just teriyaki sauce.
Brian. It's Szechuan sauce. So, you know what's fun about that whole situation? Not only did they announce it and be all like, ha, Rick and Morty fans, not only did they not give Rick and Morty fans, or anybody really, any Szechuan sauce.
20 packets of store. It's like, yeesh.
If even that store has it. Not only did everybody go, what the fuck, Rick and Morty fans, but they're gonna make a more widespread release in like the winter. They're going to go for it again.
It just seems like it was like a
That's not what you
really
do.
big thing. Especially the videos I saw of, like, I think one of the stores in LA and stuff, where like people were trying to jam in the doors. Like, really?
It's fucking
Yeesh.
Mulan McNugget sauce. God damn it. Chill out. However, there was a great video that came out of it, and it was Butch Hartman drawing Rick and Morty with Szechuan sauce.
With
Szechuan sauce. Like, he probably painted it with Szechuan sauce.
Oh.
Like, that sort of thing. Like, I just saw it in my recommended. Butch
Huh.
Hartman is the creator of Fairly Odd Parents and whatnot.
All that stuff. We talked about him before, actually.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, Butch Hartman is a really...
Yeah, he has a
that's
YouTube
good-
channel. It's
I
really
really
fun.
like his art style.
I love his art style.
Really
I wish I could be cool
it just
like
always
Butch
looks
Hartman.
polished, and when
It
whenever
does.
he does, he makes it look really polished. And
It's very clean line art. All right, are we segueing?
Wow,
now?
great drink breaks.
Yeah. Whew, well, that was a fun
We
adventure
need a
at
slate.
what?
We need a slate. How much are slates?
Like
That'd be fun.
$79
Just
a
kind of-
pop.
Really?
I don't think so.
We could just like buy a slate so we can.
But we
be
can't
official
just
with
say
a
cut in.
No,
we
but we
couldn't
can do
that.
a big slap on the slate and be like, bam. So now you can like make your ears bleed when you're
Yeah,
listening
every
to the
single time I
audio,
have
just
to
a big-
re-edit it. Just it's like, yay!
It's like,
I love
thanks.
this. I'm so glad we spent money on this. Our zero budget. We spent $10 on a fucking slate.
Yeah, we don't have budget for this podcast, so.
Yeah. But now that we're done at Adult Swim,
Yeah,
I wonder where we're gonna go next. I hope the Segway's done taking a cigarette break outside. Oh, thank God he is actually. He's here. He bust open the door. He'd come on in.
He come on. Oh, he busted down the door. He
Yeah.
got a knife. He's telling us to get on that Segway.
And well, what else are we gonna do but
He
hop on the
stabbed me.
Segway?
He
Oh
stabbed me.
shit!
He
We need
stabbed
to
me.
we need to go. We need to go faster.
He's telling me I only got the rest of this podcast
No.
before I have to go to the hospital.
Brian,
We'll make it, but Segway
we have to
stabbed me.
go.
Ooh, we're going. We're back.
Stop.
Oh, where are we at this time?
We're at Netflix
We're at Netflix. Where are their
Let's-
headquarters located?
here, where we are right now at Netflix.
Yeah,
You fucking doofus.
but I mean, where in the world?
Fucking probably America.
No
Somewhere.
shit, but
If I had to guess, like California.
like, are they like situated in Silicon Valley or something like that?
Fuck,
like,
probably.
Would they be? Like, I know it's a big tech companies, but like a streaming company?
I don't know, man.
Like, is Amazon there? What companies
Am
are
I there? I'm not there.
See, like, if we don't know where Netflix is, there's possibly we could not be in Silicon Valley right now.
Well, anyways, we're at Netflix.
We don't know where we're at.
Regardless, I'm kicking on the door.
We're in America.
And then we're walking in. We're gonna
Or
find.
are we in Europe?
We're gonna.
Netflix has a lot of Europe.
God damn it, Brian.
We're at Netflix.
Either way, we're at Netflix. I kick down the door. We bust in. We say, "Hey, give us a show to talk about on the podcast." God damn it, we have nothing left. 3 people point in one direction and 1 person points in the other. We follow the other guy because he has a fancy hairdo. We walk down the hallway.
Those 3 guys were pointing at the Defenders, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, all the good Marvel shows out there.
Wait, was
Like
Iron Fist a good show?
I hear Iron Fist was not.
So why'd you
Well,
list it?
I hear.
You dingus.
I think critically it wasn't good, but it might have been like fans were like, "This is good."
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we follow the fancy do guy's point, and we walk all the way to the door at the end of the hallway, and it says on top of the door, Neo Yokio. Gasp. We kick down the door, and we just get greeted with Jaden Smith, and he's like, yo, dog, what if mirrors are real if we aren't real? And we punch him in the nose.
So full
Neo
disclaimer
Yokio.
about this, we are going to be talking about Neo Yokio, but
Spoilers!
we only watched the second and third episode.
Yes, I heard
We
the
didn't
first
watch-
episode was boring, and the rest was also really boring. So watch the second and third.
We didn't watch anything else because
I've
we
seen a clip
simply
reel
did not
of really stupid shit.
care.
Yeah.
But we just started there.
And
Boy, was that bad.
fuck, dude, what are they doing?
First of all, no one was a good voice actor in that.
Not a single one was
Because-
good.
Jaden Smith did not express like he
I'm
sounded
gonna get her
all
a big
right.
Toblerone.
He sounded all right, but he did not express any
You do
emotion
not deserve this
whatsoever.
Toblerone.
And it's like, what? And the world they're in just seems really stupid.
And I don't know what's going on. It's probably because, for one, we skipped the first episode.
But from
for
what we
two,
can
what we
gather,
know,
it seems really
it's
stupid. Where it's
stupid.
like,
They're-
man, he's top on the Bachelor list. Everybody's really fancy and like is rich, pompous assholes.
But the thing is, they're not assholes. They're just rich and stylish. Because they just think that's what people do.
And it's like, really?
That's the thing. It's like interviews with the two creators, Jaden Smith and some other fucking guy. They were just like, yeah, we're just making this because we want to. It's not like a parody or nothing. It's just what we think. And they based the main character, who I can't remember his name because it doesn't matter. They based him off of their two personalities combined. So that's literally what they are. They're just that asshole guy.
It's just, he wasn't as much of an asshole as I'm probably making him out to be, but
But he was a
he
pompous
just
little
se-
boy.
Yeah, he just seemed really like, it's just that, ooh, look at all this high-end fashion stuff, and ooh, you can't wear these type of pants.
It's
Listen,
midnight
name
blue.
brand pants, or oh, I can't wear my probably $1,000 tuxedo. It's midnight blue. It's like-
It's the black and white ball. And it's midnight blue, and everyone makes fun of me for it, and I get genuinely upset every time.
It's like, God, really?
So, from what I can gather, the
And
show
then his
is...
two friends just make a new martini or whatever it is, and it's like,
Yeah.
what?
And they have, like, a little shoot. He's a Caprice boy. It's so, like, nonsensical. It's like you think that it's parody, but it's not. You think
Yeah.
it's like a play on anime, it's not. You
It
think it's a comedy,
really
it's not.
isn't.
It doesn't know what it's doing, and it's really strange.
The humor comes from how bad it is.
Exactly. No.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it did that.
The thing from MacBook is exploding, so hopefully we didn't get a cut there. Yay. Okay.
It says Brian's MacBook Pro. I didn't know it does that.
That's what it is.
Well, no shit, but...
Wait, your name's actually Brian? We weren't using aliases?
No, we didn't mention it at the start of the podcast, or full name, or say look us up online. No.
Tell our parents.
Yeah,
Find
not
her-
at all.
Find our parents. High five them on the nose.
Give them real good high five on the nose.
Bump.
Little
But
palm
yeah,
bump.
Neo Yokio. So I don't know what... Actually, I'm going to quick look up what studio animated it. But, oh, it's not good. It's not animated
It
well.
really isn't, and just a lot of things seem really out of place. Like, at one moment he's at a basketball game, and he's like, oh man, #1 bachelor right here in the whole city, and then, ha, look at me, I'm with some country girl. Oh wait, she's a demon now. Oh. And it's like, what?
You see why she's a demon, though, because she's southern?
All Southerns are demons.
My phone froze.
This is Jane Smith.
Stop.
This is Jane Smith suddenly getting back at all the years of racism in the South.
Definitely.
This is his attack. This is his time to strike.
But, yeah, so, one thing to reinstate the point for, none of the voice actors are good. None of them.
They really are. And, like, there's a part where they get real chibi with Jaden
Oh.
Smith when he tries the martini.
One thing?
But
that
the
was
problem
amazing.
is, the scene would have been just fine and it would have worked, but he kept the same exact voice.
It's
So it
just
just
like
seemed
they
really
did it for no
weird
reason.
and mismatched.
Oh, no. I'm so disappointed.
What
It's-
do you...
The studios were Production IG and Studio Dean. I like those guys. They were probably just told to do it and given money so they didn't have to try or care that much. That's kind of sad. I like those guys.
It just seems really weird. And then he goes to this prep school where it's like, he's like, oh, I gotta be a teacher, and all these 3 girls are rebelling about the dress code.
Because
the
the
dress code
girl
isn't.
from before was...
The dress code at Easton is an elite staple of its history. It's magnificent.
It's hecka lit, dog.
It's like, what?
And then the whole hikikomori thing,
Yeah,
which is hilarious to me. I can't believe that shit. Are you fucking kidding me, show?
And it just comes out of nowhere with this girl who just had an exorcism or something, was in the hospital. It's like, so are we still going to this black and white ball? It's like, no.
Materialism is stupid and sorry.
We need to go against the bourgeoisie.
Now. What the fuck's a bourgeoisie?
I think it's just fancy. And I just really wanted to use that word in a sentence.
Good job,
I hear people use it,
so
I'm like, I can use it in a sentence here.
I can use it now.
Stupid.
But it still does. Because bourgeoisie sounds like a stupid word.
But it is fancy. It's a fancy
It is. So, and then I guess they're underwater and she gets visited by the guy. And she's like, I'm hikikomori now.
Look at
hikikomori.
Rebel against the system. The dress code is oppressive. I'm still in my hospital gown.
I'm epic in my hospital gown. But okay, so the fact that they did hikikomori was really weird.
They seemed like they used a lot of terms in there just to throw in anime terms and be like,
I feel like they were like,
we're good.
They feel like they were like, let's make it look like anime, and they're like, but what is even anime though? So they looked it up and just found some stuff and were like, hikikomori sounds like a plot we could do, while not realizing that's basically just a hermit in American culture, and they could have easily just did that. Because Neo Yokio doesn't look like a mix between Tokyo and New York. It literally just looks like New York, but a little bit fancier, I guess. Because it's, like, hip and fancy and lit. The show was fucking bad.
It really was bad, and, like, nothing where it's like, oh man, I gotta watch the rest to see how bad it is. No.
Yeah, no, in the middle of the second episode we were watching, I just wanted it to stop.
It really was
just
like
wanted it to end.
It's just dragging on. It's like,
it was rough. I couldn't believe how
and then they had that really ridiculous moment in this 3rd episode where it was like, shoot, what was it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he follows them into like this weird cult thing, and then they all rip off their roads, and it's like this nightclub.
It's a fucking like party.
It's like, what? No, no.
I love how it's quite literally, I judged you literally based on your looks, and then they talk about like not judging the looks for the drink, like it's supposed to be deep or something.
Yeah, I know.
But it felt really fucking surface level and bland because the acting was atrocious. Like I could almost see what they were going for, but it wasn't. And then I love the show. The end of the show.
Yep, 10 out of 10 on Mal right now.
I don't even think it's on Mal.
Probably
Is
not.
it on Mal?
It probably is.
But you'd be amazed with how many things aren't on Mal. I'm gonna check though, because that'd be really funny.
Like, how do you put something on Mal then?
I'm not. I searched Mal and Mal. God damn it. Neo Yokio.
It's just a really weird name to say.
It is not.
Neo Yokio is like, what?
Yeah. It's really stupid.
It's like, what can we do if we combine New York and Tokyo?
Neo
Yokio. It's like, what?
Since I have my anime list open, I feel like I could mention a few things about this current fall season. I know you aren't really following anything at the moment, but I could basically give you a recommendation. It'll be fun.
Find stuff, but it's like anything.
Yeah, because you're busy trying to watch the weebest show of all time,
It's not just that, I just don't have time.
That's true. So Black Clover, the first episode gave me bad vibes, but the second episode gave me good vibes.
Oh, was the second episode good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was actually kind of good. Imoto Sai Iraba E, otherwise known as All You Need Is a Sister or something? A Sister's All You Need. I think it's satirical on the whole, like, sister vibe thing so far. It's hard to tell. The opening scene is fucking gold, and I lost it. It was amazing. At first I thought it was serious, and then you suddenly get the vibe that's being fucking stupid and outlandish.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm gonna see where that's going. Next is, I think, Love is Like a Cocktail. It's interesting, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it because it's like the main girl is basically a drunk.
Well,
But it teaches you a recipe for a liquor drink every episode, and it's kind of neat. It's like a webcomic that I
is
know.
something I always have admiration for. It's like not bartenders, but I mean like actual like people who specialize in bartending. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When
like
they're
drink making and
really good at
It's
making
neat.
all these special drinks. It's like, wow.
It's fancy. Yeah.
I mean, it just impresses me to know all those different types of alcohol, or just
Yeah.
all these different types of brand, and be like, "Yup, that's what that does. This is this." And I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's really impressive.
It's basically cooking, but you get drunk. It's like on that same level. Speaking of cooking, Food Wars, the third plate. Got through the second episode. I'm liking it. I love
I've not
Food
seen
Wars.
Food Wars. So...
Food Wars is so fun to me. It's just great. I enjoy that a lot. And then Magical Circle Guru Guru, very good. Love it. Cute. Good. That's about it for things I'm watching right now. So that is Calvin's anime section of the week.
We're cutting that, right?
Fuck you. I try my best sometimes.
No, it was good. It was good.
Fuck off, Brian. Well, anyways, we're still on Netflix, so I wonder what else is around.
Oh man, where
we
should we
should
go on Netflix?
we should kick down another door. It'll be fun. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch it, that one.
Oh, House of Cards?
No, not that one.
Oh.
Fuck that one. I kicked down this one. Puff.
Oh,
I walk in.
sad
Ah,
now.
that's a really big mouth that one's got. Oh wait.
Wait, we're talking about Big Mouth.
So
Okay.
we watched
For more
like
context on this, just like Neo Yokio, we actually watched these like about an hour before we started recording this podcast
we
because
like
wanted
just
stuff to talk
finished
about.
Big Mouth though, or not finished Big Mouth, but we watched the first 2 episodes of Big Mouth.
And yeah, we watched the first 2 episodes, and
What the
honestly,
fuck?
that's a series I'll probably finish watching.
I'm confused.
Like, I'll
Based on-
probably watch it on my own and finish it now.
Based
'cause
on
it's like-
everything I've seen of it, I was like, no, this is going to be fucking trite.
Oh,
and
it
then I
looked
watched-
atrocious
and I
when you
watched
watched that first
and it's-
preview. It looked
Yeah, and I
terrible.
saw the review by fucking what's his name? What? Who am I thinking of? The Mysterious Mr. Enter.
Oh yeah, did he
Him.
review it?
Yeah, he reviewed the first episode.
What did he have to say about it?
It was really uncomfortable. He didn't like it. It probably also has to do with his bias based on him being asexual.
Yeah, probably to him.
That's
it's
what
like,
he's indeed mentioned, but it was also just generally an uncomfortable thing to watch.
It was a little bit
Episode 2, I was
weird.
constantly like, don't show the girl's vagina,
But they at
please."
least had enough sense not to. And
Yeah.
that was. Yeah.
They showed the boy's penis for like a frame.
Yeah, it did feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I think a lot of the jokes
The
honestly
jokes were
landed.
funny, and there was a lot
There
of
was
them.
a lot to like. It was like.
Like, there were definitely duds, but there was a lot that was pretty
There were
fucking
some
funny.
really good like characters in there too. Where I was like,
Yeah.
huh, I actually.
I love the
generally-
magic guy. The magic guy's great.
It's like
Is this
this
your
your
card?
guy-
No, fuck! It's like,
like,
this is...
woo.
Oh my god, that spike. But I even turned away from the mic. I thought that'd help. It didn't. But it
Yeah,
was
but
really funny.
I like the hormone monster. He's just kind of just like,
Yeah.
oof. Comes out of left field with a lot of things. It's like, whoa. All
Yeah.
right.
And also, what's his name?
Gym teacher guy.
Gym teacher was great. I'm trying to remember the guy's name, the actor who plays the one kid.
Bigger,
Explains nothing.
four-haired mustache.
Yeah, the little like mustache guy.
Who ruined his pants?
No, I'm dropping the mic again. I'm trying to remember, but continue with the story while I search it.
Yeah, so like the first episode goes through and it's like the one kid has already hit puberty while the other one's like, man, I haven't yet. But then he accidentally sees the kid with puberty's his penis. He's like, man, I don't have that yet. I'm worried. And then they kind of then they go in a fight and then they
John
go to a
Mulaney's
dance
his
and
name. I love John Mulaney.
the one kid in puberty dances with a girl and jizzes in his pants because
XD.
it's like, whoa, because that happens in puberty.
I mean,
then-
I don't know. Fuck. Could be a thing that's happening.
I will have to point out one thing. I did like the scene when he crawled in the toilet when he threw his pants in, where it was like,
wait, what the
it's like,
fuck's going on?
wait, where are we going? Are we actually in the vagina? And he's like,
I'm
oh,
sorry, guys.
don't tell me we're in another sock again.
No,
But
you're not.
no. We're in a toilet. I was like, God damn it!
God,
Really,
dude.
Oh,
And I just love when he
I
comes
just love
out.
that thought of that. Like, we're just disappointed in you. We're just like,
It's like,
really?
fucking come on.
Mm.
We have a goal. You're not doing it. What the fuck? Another suck.
I just
But
liked that. I thought that was a really funny.
I
thing
felt
to
like it was
put in
really
there.
dense. The show's fast.
It was fast, but it felt
Yeah, it's
fine
really
in terms of
fast-paced.
pacing too.
I like it.
it felt fine.
Yeah. And a lot of the... Okay, so the dad's jokes were kind of funny. The mom was creepy at the beginning. I did not
I was
like her.
Okay,
I want to put you back in. It's like, stop!
It's like just
Do not! That's not what you do
please
with
stop
children.
right there.
Stop. Stop. That's not a normal family thing to say. But I love the dad who's just
I
like...
like the dad's voice actor.
Yeah.
I think it was Fred Amiston.
Maybe.
He's got some good things.
I just like how the dad's like, I never had a big dick and you might not either.
Yeah, and you might. I was like, what?
It's like, that's funny because it's believable.
It's like, oh man.
But yeah, I love the hormone monster's
I
voice.
know, it's
His
like-
voice is amazing. I love him. He feels like Ryuk from Death Note in a way, and it's great.
I gotta know who voices him. I couldn't find it, but
Yeah.
I know who it sounds like. I just can't think of who it is.
Right.
But I thought, yeah, I did like how his character came out. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's amazing because
And he just shows up at the worst time too. It's like he's calling you a little bitch. Gotta go get him.
fuck him up.
You fuck him up.
You know that thing where you like shove their face on the curb and stomp the back of their head?
Yeah,
What's that
let's
called?
curb
Curbing?
'em.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, let's curb him. It's like, geez.
It's like, what? I love it. I did not expect to. In fact, I walked into the show avidly hating it. In terms of just like everything I knew about it. And then
Yeah, I
it
know, I was
fucking
like, well-
didn't make me hate it. And I was confused. And now I'm okay with it. I've reached acceptance. My stages of grief are done.
Yeah. Top series cast. So can I see the full series cast? Because
No! You're the stupid boy.
it's like I'd like to see.
I feel like the hormone monster would be like one of the first people listed.
I know, right? Because it's like, yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of...
Oh, and I kind of liked how
Impressive.
he had Duke Ellington upstairs. Is kind of there.
Oh yeah, what the fuck
It's
was that
like-
about? It's like, hello, ghost of Duke Ellington. I was like, wait.
Oh, Nick Kroll plays the hormone monster. He
yeah.
plays him too.
Yeah.
What has he been in? Like
Nothing.
No, he's
Just kidding, I have no idea what.
He was in some stuff.
was in movies and TV shows.
He was just in
Wow.
some stuff that.
I can't believe it's not butter. But yeah, like, I don't know what else to say other than I expected it to be really stupid and bad.
I really did too.
And
Even like the second
it
episode with the Statue of
wasn't.
Liberty stuff, where it was like, oh, or just, where she
Yeah.
punches him in the throat. It's like, what
Yeah,
are you
I
on
s-
your period?
I saw that out of context in one of the like trailers and was like, oh, of course, haha, funny. And then you see it in context and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I know. It was like,
It
oh.
was so funny.
And I like the comment
It
the
was
cops
really
make,
good.
and he's like, you keeping an eye on this kid? He's like, man, I'm gonna make the Statue of Liberty disappear in a magic trick. He's like, you keeping an eye on that kid? Yeah, the little brown one? Yeah, get him. Just take
You
him.
keeping an eye on the little brown kid? Of course I'm keeping an eye on the little brown kid. And just
And they
thump.
just grab.
And they just take him. And they blatantly have a history of taking black people. It's great. And he just like does magic with them and they fucking love it.
Oh,
The kid is great. I love the magic kid. He's like my favorite character.
I like that part at the end. Not necessarily the song sung by the tampon, but kind of the
That
fact
was
at the end where the bus driver
absurd.
comes out. I was like, what the hell are you doing? There you get on the
Yeah,
bus.
like it's supposed
what
to
Are you
like it's the whole musical thing and then it's just like what the fuck? Everybody get in the car.
on the bus.
Cuz it's the whole like this is what a musical moment would do. But it's totally like nonsensical and out of place. It's like why is not everybody in the
And
bus?
I like the two moments with the gym teacher in that one. The first one where it was like they're standing on top of the Statue of Liberty and he was like, "Where did you get your degree?" He's like, "University of this
something
college."
tech.
Get,
No, it's-
I got it online.
On the
you
internet?
can't read, can you? No,
No,
I
I
can't.
can't.
No. And then the second
Like-
time where he runs into the 7-Eleven and he comes back out, he's like, "Here, I got
you
the
some feminine
tampon."
stuff.
It's like, these are marshmallows. Yeah, I can't read. I just go based on what it looks like on the cover. And it was like, and I also took a giant crap. Like
I took a
like,
giant dump.
It was right on the buzzer. Like
it was like
it's like when a prairie dog pops out,
but it was like Australia,
down,
so it was like down.
Like it was right at the buzzer.
And then at the end, he's like, "I actually lied about that. I may have, I may have shit myself."
I shipped.
Just like this. This is funny, and I can't explain.
I know, it's like, why
how
is that
it's working,
funny? But
it's working on me. The delivery is really good, unlike in Neo Yokio, where every delivery is bad. Like, they just had really good, like, I feel like some of the things shouldn't have been funny, but were anyways. Like, the kid that does not understand social cues at all. And it's like, I got ice cream on my pants, too!
It's like,
and then later it's just like, it wasn't an accident, I wanted it to cool down.
It just seemed like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
The trailer did not give that impression.
The trailer did not give it off at all.
But you can tell the people behind it were like, okay, we know how to make this correct. We know.
Yeah.
And I gotta make a comment about the animation because it is ugly, but thinking about it,
it's better than it's ugly.
You need it to be ugly because you're talking about like puberty and
you
children
see a
here.
Dick.
If you have beautiful animation for this, it's almost
gonna
really
come
off as
creepy.
Like child porn. Okay. You know, it's like, if it's
like,
ugly,
imagine if,
it works.
and by imagine if, I mean, I almost guarantee if there's a scene with the girl masturbating, if that was, like, high quality, like, almost like, the best thing I can lift off as, like, a high quality visual would be, like, an anime style. And if she was jacking off, it'd literally just be porn.
Yeah, pretty much.
It'd literally just be porn.
The ugly animation style
makes it
really
so it's
helps
not
their
porn
case.
and just is comedy now.
And it's something you get used to. You know, I thought the eyes would be a little weird, but the
they
animation
are.
style, like,
for one, they are.
It
And
just
for
kind
two,
of
it works
grows
out eventually.
Yeah, it's fine.
I can't wait to see all the Rule 34 for the show. One second.
I know, right?
I'm
Oh,
checking.
you're gonna look it up right now?
Yeah, I'm a fucking psycho.
But overall, like I said, I think I might actually go back and watch the rest of it because you know, and so far Netflix has actually had some good animated shows. I hear that
they had some bad anime shows. Am I right, fellas?
Like, I know with Netflix and their animated shows, I heard that F is for Family was pretty good. I watched a couple episodes of it, but I hear
this is
it's
gonna be
just
regrettable.
Really
Here we go.
but then they had that.
What the fuck?
Then they had that wonderful Archer ripoff, that Pacific Heat they tried to show. It was called Pacific Heat, and it looked exactly like Archer, except everybody had really, like, thick accents, and I tried to watch the first episode, and it was bad.
Brian, I can't find it.
Show a picture of this just to see how much of a ripoff it is.
I can't wait to see it.
Like, you can just tell, and it's bad.
Brian, it's not working.
Like, look at that.
Come on!
It's Archer. It's like,
that's
what?
literally Archer. That's
Really?
fucking ridiculous. Brian, I can't find Big Mouth porn.
Well, I almost say that's a...
Brian, I can't find Big Mouth porn.
almost say that's a good thing.
I can't find even actual porn. Did I
You
get
can't find
censored?
actual...
I think I'm getting censored, dude. What am I doing wrong?
Did you look up the safe search? Google has that option where you got the safe search.
But where? I can't find it.
Can,
I go to settings and it's not there. It says filter or
safe
show most
search.
relevant. I know, but I can't change it.
Huh. Weird. Well, maybe that's
I'm
for
gonna set
the...
it to filter explicit results and then try again.
Maybe that's for the better. If I'm
It's
gonna
not
be
working.
honest.
I must find it for the good of America. Here we go.
It
Big
would-
Mouth series on Rule 34. The
Oh yeah,
website.
it's great. We're gonna be looking up all this
Good.
stuff. In this,
Wait, is
we
there just
can't
one?
show on here. What?
Is there just one? There's just one.
That's... Oh wait, that's the hormone monstrous.
There's just one. And it's not even like that.
Well, there's
bad
only
from what I
one,
can tell.
and that's a
Ah! Viruses! There's just a bunch of pop-ups all at once and I got scared. But apparently there's no porn and that's okay.
Oh, I hate those phone pop-ups. They're like evolving now. Like
They're evolving.
sites I used to go to watch, or like if I watch something, I'm not saying I watch anything illegal here, but you know when you go to that site where it's like, it'll open up a new tab or something,
Yeah, it'll get you.
but now they'll have it where it like opens up that new tab over this page you're loading, so it's like you
Yeah,
can't go
it fucking
back on
gets
it,
ya.
and it's like, God,
I just wanted to watch anime illegally.
it's like, oh, this is annoying.
Yeah, but that was a good show, and I don't understand how that was possible. was quite
I know,
depressed.
maybe it's just the trailer was bad, you know?
I think the
Sometimes
trailer
it's-
must have just been bad.
maybe it's just the idea too, where it's like, oh man,
Yeah,
you're
the
making a show
premise
about
and the-
puberty with kids. So, yeah.
Where it's like, this could basically get the people working on this fired, because child porn's illegal.
And I
making it's illegal.
And I like how they had the more adult voices in it too, because that also kind of helps disillusion.
Yeah,
the
I
fact
feel
that
like
they're
if they had
kids.
genuine children, it'd be like, do not do this.
Yeah,
Stop.
it'd be really
like even if they had like the cast from like It or Stranger Things, you know, people that are like children that swear.
Yeah, it'd be like
it would be like, no, don't. And also,
Yeah.
I love John Mulaney and everything because John Mulaney's a great guy. I love him.
Yeah,
He's so cool. I love his
Who's
voice.
John Mulaney.
John Mulaney was
like
the
his voice sounds
mustache guy.
Yeah, I know that. Like his voice sounds kind of familiar to me. I was like,
I love his stand up. His stand up's great.
Let me look.
Come on.
Mulaney. Ooh, what's he been in?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Nothing.
Literally nothing. Not even Big Mouth. It was a lie. They were kidding.
Just a lot of
comedy.
A lot of comedy. The stand-up comedy.
Your cat's coming.
The stand-up comedy is still a good industry to get into. I'm not saying I want to go into that, but
I don't know.
like
That's a good question. I feel like if you make it big, yes. But I feel like if you don't, no.
Like I feel Netflix is putting a lot of emphasis like on these stand-up comedians.
Right.
You know, like they get a lot of specials. Like the new Bo Burnham special was on Netflix. Too.
Yes.
That was good.
I love Bo Burnham stuff. He's a good guy.
You know, they just got a lot like the new Louis C.K. and stuff on there, and I think they
Yeah.
had a Seinfeld one too. I
Your
was like,
cat's
hey.
looming and I'm scared. What about the guy that goes, Jerry? Do they have that one? Do they have his
Do they have
good stand up?
Kramer? Cause I thought I heard he had a falling out a couple years.
No,
ago.
I heard he had a really funny stand up and then everyone was like, "Oh, he's the bestest." And
Oh,
they're
yeah,
like, no.
that racist was.
Hey, he
No,
was
that was part of the
racist.
routine, right?
It was just a funny skit.
Yup.
It was a ha funny meme.
Yeah, he had a falling out.
Yeah.
He was really only known for Seinfeld, though.
Pretty much.
was
Like, to
like-
be fair.
Granted, he was a really good actor in Seinfeld.
He was
though.
great.
No one
I
else
loved
could
his stuff.
play.
Hey,
No one else could
Jerry.
play those characters in Seinfeld. That's what's just unique
Even
about.
Seinfeld couldn't be played by someone.
Yeah, I think who was it? Oh, Larry David.
Larry King.
Larry David tried to step in for George one time to see how it would go, and they're like, it just does not.
Be Larry King.
Although I do have yet to get into Curb Your Enthusiasm. I hear that's really good.
I heard that's good too. I saw a bunch of
I
ads for it.
saw a couple skits, and I think one time he like goes to hand the. Oh no! There was this really funny skit on it where he's like over at like his
Very
nephew's
funny.
house or something, and his
Yeah.
nephew's really flamboyant. He's like 10 years old,
Yes.
and he's like into like stitching, sewing, and like creating
Uh-huh.
his own stuff.
Yes, Queen Slay.
So then he's a Jew too, and he starts getting into stuff about like what the Nazis did back in World
Oh.
War II, and he kind of draws a swastika,
Don't
and he-
mention
and he goes
Nazis,
back
we're
to
gonna
his
get
birthday.
demonetized.
and he buys him like a sewing machine. So then
Uh-huh.
and then cuts to a later thing, and they're all sitting on a park bench.
Yeah.
And he's with his mom and everything too, and like he pulls out from a bag a pillow he like
Oh no.
with a embroidered, and he's got like a purple swastika on it with a light blue. He's
Oh,
like, I
no.
really like the way it gives to the pillow, and oh, it's just so beautiful, and I love it. And
No.
his mom's just sitting there like,
Fuck.
what the fuck did you teach him? And it's like, I
I-
just love the way the lines flow, and it's it's so beautiful, and it's like,
I just love it, dude. I
Ooh.
love it.
That's
so
not good.
nice. Alright. So.
oh, I'm gonna make it official. Slate.
Ow!
It's the slate.
Ow, you hit me.
Is there a makeshift slate? I want to look up how much one is.
Okay. You're gonna bring it. Right.
Oh, I found a digital slate, so now I get what I want. I want.
Brian
the
got
slate.
digital slate, so now he's happy, and he won't kill me later when I tell him that I stole his Xbox.
Roll 1, scene 1, take 1.
Action.
Woo! Woo!
All right.
That was really dumb, but I
epic
really wanted the
cringe.
slate.
All right. So.
You're gonna be a director soon, bud. So,
Oh
so you
fuck!
gotta get
I'm
used
not.
to saying
I'm not
action.
ready. I don't
Just
want
to
do
note,
that.
we are going to a film school, and we got our first big film projects coming up.
And I
so
ended up being director because I'm a fucking idiot. I
I,
wanted to be the director, or I didn't want to.
yeah,
I wanted to be
so
the writer, because I like to write things, but they basically just had some things picked out for us. So I was like, oh, I want to be a creative position, so I picked director. I didn't expect to actually get it.
So this is what's kind of neat about it is they're like, hey, we're gonna do this big shoot where it's like we kind of introduce you to what it's like on a film set. Now you got to go out and do it and work with actual actors you got to hire. And it's like, what?
Wait,
they're literally throwing you into it. It's like, okay,
It's like,
I
wait,
got
stop.
first AD. I'm excited. I get to use the slate.
You get to use the slate, and I
get
get to
a
call
slate.
action. We're not in the same team, and that's sad.
No,
but it's probably
but
okay.
it's still it's
I
just
got like everyone in
interesting.
my acting class, so it's okay.
I'm really excited for it though. Where it's like we're just throwing you into it. It's like
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong, except for ours being the worst one somehow, because my directing is fucking trite. But, alright, so I think we wrapped up here at Netflix.
We'll probably find a way to
does this
post
segue?
our final films online once we finish them.
Yeah, and then everyone can epic cringe on us.
I don't think they'll be that bad compared to our high school stuff. Since we're actually
have
using
actual
good
tech
equipment
and
and we
shit.
got a team with us to where it's like we're all in this together. We're gonna get this done
together. No
once we
I don't know
know
the words.
how to
Stop. Shut the
it'll
fuck
be-
up.
I used to know that.
I don't.
used to know it.
You were the biggest fanboy of all time.
I used to go over to my cousins all the time, and they would listen to that soundtrack
On a loop, constant.
I don't
can
know the
believe
third
that.
one as much, but the first two, those were good. Those were my jam. Even the DS
Those were
game
my
was actually
yam.
kind of good. It was like an Elite Beat Agent
I can
style
believe
game,
that,
so it was
yeah.
like getting in. You know,
Edit bit.
we had a weird joke confliction there, so now we get to slate it again. What is that? What's
Fuck
that?
you, get on the thing. I'm done with the gag.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's getting edgier.
You know I'm still bleeding out, right?
Oh, that's
I
right.
need-
You are doing that.
I need that.
we should
Please.
probably get going then. Right, Segway? Fuck you.
Oh. Oh. So the hospital's that way. We're going away from it.
Whoa, we went through like a magic portal. This guy's quick. All right, we're here at where are we? Where are we? Hey, look, there's a sign. I'm gonna look at it. EA.
EA. Ooh.
It's the opposite of IE.
Ooh. Now disclaimer here.
Yeah.
This new topic we're transitioning into
It's
is just
epic.
loot boxes in general.
Yeah.
I'm not
EA
specifically
is just a
calling out EA
convenient one.
for it. EA is just the one that's kind of in the news for it right now, but
So
you
we'll get
know it's
all
not
that-
going to stop from here.
Yeah. Cause
So, if you don't know the news, the Battlefront 2 beta came out, and the game actually looks pretty good. It looks like they're making a lot of improvements from the first one, where it was just kind of barren in that.
you can play
like
as Darth Vader.
Like, they look like they're actually doing a lot with it, which should be cool, and as they said, they're like, no paid DLC, free DLC, boys, yeah.
Hit that dab.
But that
Accept.
doesn't come without a price. So here we come with loot boxes. Basically, from what people say, the only way to progress in the game, as in get new weapons, classes, and that, is by buying not buying. You can unlock the loot boxes through normal gameplay, as
As you
you
should.
kind of have to, but you only get these items through random loot boxes. So there's no system of, ooh, you level this up, you get more upgrades for it. It's you get the upgrades for it in the loot boxes.
That's epic.
And as per usual, you can either try and earn the loot boxes, or
you can pay the money for
you can
it.
buy them all outright. Which a lot of people are claiming this as a pay-to-win scenario.
Which technically
It
it is.
Yeah.
And that's one thing is like I know you're not a fan of Overwatch's loot boxes, or you probably weren't as much.
Here's my opinion on those.
Yeah.
Those I really don't mind. Those types of loot boxes in games, cosmetic loot boxes in games are fine.
I like
Granted,
it.
I don't like them as much because you get a lot of the duplicates.
Except
and
they don't anymore.
Yeah, they don't
like, at
anymore,
all.
which is nice.
Like every time I got a loot box, there was not a duplicate, and I've gotten quite a few loot boxes recently.
But the stuff with it, it's like it's all pure cosmetics. So if I don't end up getting that item when the event's over, maybe the thing I don't like is the way they do the events, where it's like, man, you don't get that in this event. It's
Wait
gone.
until
It's
next
like,
year,
oh wow.
bitch. It's
But-
like I wanted the cute May skin or the cute Diva skin, and I don't get what I want.
But it's like that's my only problem with it. But overall, it's like it's only
Yeah.
cosmetic stuff. So it's like
That's
I'm
fine.
perfectly fine with that. And like same with CS:GO.
Yeah.
I don't have to buy those weapons. It's granted CS:GO systems kind of on the that's kind of ridiculous side where it's
Yeah, it's like you got
$3 for one skin that could be decent. It's like,
yeah. And in my experiences, you don't get what you want often. I was really bad in that sort of field. I'm really bad with loot boxes. Games need to stop including them so I don't be a poor man. Like, when I played a lot of CSGO, I probably spent over $200 on those. And I got two good guns. One of them is still worth like $90. And one of them is like 50. So maybe I made my money back, but I don't feel it in my soul. I don't feel the money back. I don't feel it, I just feel depressed.
yeah, it's just that thing. It's like I said, pure cosmetic stuff. Even like how they had the loot boxes in Battlefield 1. And a lot of games nowadays where it's like, it's cosmetics. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel fine unlocking them through normal game where it's like, oh, cool, I get new cosmetics in that. Yeah, that's neat.
It's epic.
But it's like a system, even like I hear with Shadow of Mordor, the new one that came out where it's a single player game this time, but one of the main components is unlocking these orcs and that through it, but you can also buy them through loot boxes. So it's like, and from what I've heard, this may not be true. I'm just going from what I've heard on all this stuff that people are like, to get to finish the true ending of the game, you need a lot of good orcs, but you get a lot of good orcs from loot boxes, and you know, it's just kind of this scenario where it's like a lot of it's real, almost pay to win. Like, is it transitioning away from this cosmetic stuff? Because that'd be real sad.
That'd be real sad. Now, here's the real question for you. Which one's worse? Those type of loot boxes sort of things? Or like amiibo that are carrying DLC in them? Like the Samus amiibo, where it had like all of this art in a fusion mode locked behind it. That is the real question.
I don't know, I guess to me, what are you talking about with the loot boxes? The stuff where it's like the Battlefront loot boxes?
Like that example. Which one's worse?
I almost think the Battlefront loot boxes are worse because you're almost having to pay for this stuff that you may or may not get.
Yeah, you're paying for raw chance.
And it's almost essential to the game.
Yeah.
You know,
while
the Samus DLC
is like you know exactly what you're getting when you buy it. It's not fucking luck.
Buying a DLC outright is like, I know what I'm getting. I know what the investment is.
Yeah. And you get a cool figure out of it.
Yeah, or even just DLC in general, where it's like, I don't mind paying it because I know what I'm getting, and I can choose what I want from it. But here it's like, I may or may not get what I want. Who knows, you know?
Yeah, and the ESRB did not decide, or it decided, but it did not say that those are gambling. Because that would make, like, any game with a loot box, like, rated fucking, like, mature or adults only, because it's gambling. But they decided it is not, because you always get something.
What would you consider on that? Like, would you consider it... Should something be done about that with the ESRB?
I mean, they technically just tried to, and it didn't end up becoming anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they did, it'd definitely come down to, like, a case-by-case. And it couldn't just be a blanket.
I guess it would have to be a case-by-case, because it's like, I could argue CSGO, Overwatch, and all this stuff. It's like... That's fine.
Yeah,
you know,
that is all upon your decision. But the other ones, it's like, I feel like you almost have to.
Yeah, the other ones where it's
like...
You
don't have to, but it's
going
like
to benefit
strong-arming you greatly.
Into buying this stuff. It's like...
Yeah. And if it was me, I would be screwed.
Because then it gets to people where it's like, they don't have the time and they just want to sit down and play it. Well, it's like, oh man, I'm already outmatched. I gotta buy it to keep up.
Yeah. That's one thing in, Clash Royale, which we both got into recently, is that you are technically a little weak at the beginning, and people will just, like, by luck of the draw, get better things than you. But you can't necessarily buy more things, but you do come up with disadvantages on occasion. But you can win through them, as I've done. It's not like, oh, this person got a prince, so you're fucked. It's like you just have to play better.
Yeah, you just gotta know what counters the prince. There's nothing in there that says, ha, he got this card from a chest that cost $5, you're screwed, buddy, because you didn't buy that same exact chest. It's like,
and you
no,
can't even
you can counter it. It's a really good card, but there's stuff in there that can counter it. And it's like, oh, that's...
Yeah, like Skeleton Army, for example. Like, you can't even technically buy a chest directly. You can buy gems, but that's, like, always what you can do. You can always buy the one currency that's hard to achieve to get.
Which, stuff like that, even, like, the stuff where it takes, it's 3 hours to open a chest, I don't mind that because
you're not going to play it for all 3 hours.
Yeah, I can just, I know if, like, oh, man, I'm heading to bed or something, I'll start the 12-hour chest.
You got a 12-hour chest?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, fuck you. I've gotten one of those, and I've never gotten another one. It makes me sad.
But yeah, I do that, and it's like, okay, cool. Wake up in the morning.
Hey, look, I got a
and
thing.
I get the stuff from it. And so far, I haven't seen like they've run out of gold or anything. So it's like, oh, cool. So I don't need that. Yeah. It seems really fair.
I like
it's like, oh, that's fine.
It's a fun game, actually. That's the thing, is I found a lot of games on mobile to be not that fun. Or if I got into them, I'd get out of them really, really quickly. But I can see myself sticking with this one.
Like, I like a lot of puzzle games on the phone. That's what I like, puzzle games. Even, like, the old Angry Birds and Cut the Rope and that stuff. If I download that, that's still fun because it's a puzzle game. It's not locked behind all these pay-to-win. Like, Angry Birds Space... I played the shit out of that.
I love Angry Birds Space.
Yeah, because it just introduced this whole new mechanic, all these new levels for it. And it was like, wow.
Yeah, it was cool. I like that.
And I just like that puzzle stuff to it. It's like,
yeah.
You know
what I'm excited for, though, Brian? I'm excited for Lady Layton.
Are you going to buy that? Or no, it comes with 3DS, doesn't it?
It does. And it's also on mobile technically already, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wait on 3DS because I'm going to buy it. And god damn it if she isn't cute. She is so great. I love her. Yeah. She's adorable.
I still have to play through the last 2 Professor Layton games. I really want to. I just really need to...
I definitely want to play this one. Because, I mean, the other ones definitely interest me. But listen, I'm a simple man. I see cute girl, I click.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, she's so adorable. How does she do that? How does that art style do so good? I love that stuff.
That is the thing. Even all the art styles of Professor Layton games are good.
I like the art for Layton. It's just like, oh, it's cute. I'm, like, if I can be a blunt person real quick, cute girls are my crime. I can't not enjoy
it. They're just something that brings you in. It's like, come on, boy.
I am a very simple man. I am literally what is wrong with the anime industry.
I mean, I'm not criticizing you for that. I mean,
you are criticizing.
To each his own, right? It's like, that's you.
But what if I said I was into sisters, and I watched only shows where they would plow the sister into the floor?
Now, I would judge you for that.
I don't.
But judging you for liking the cute girls, whatever.
But the thing is, it's not like I'm
one's perverted and one is not, so...
Yeah. That's one thing that bugs me sometimes. Like, I showed you Kiss New Eye before.
Which one was that?
That was the AI anime
oh, yeah, where it's just kind of really just...
I like that stuff, because it's like... Or I like that one specifically, because I haven't seen... For one, there's nothing like that, as far as I'm aware. Right. But I like it because it's, like, really cute and silly.
Right.
Like, her stuff is literally just, like, a Japanese show, but under the guise of being this, like, anime AI thing.
Yeah.
I love her gameplay, by the way, because her gameplay is fucking awful. She's so bad, it's amazing.
But it's intentional, because it's like...
It's... it's hard to tell if it's actually intentional on the person's part.
I'm sure at some point, because it would fit with the character more.
Yeah, I could definitely see it fitting with the character. But I feel like sometimes someone couldn't be that bad.
No.
Like, it could just be that the voice actor is just not...
But if you're doing it for a while, you're eventually going to get a lot better at it.
That's the thing, is she does improve in her games, but she doesn't, like, become good at them. Like, there are definitely games that she's good at, though.
Motion capture, right? That's what that is?
That's what's assumed. Like, for the gameplay, though, it's just, like, her head and, like, this area, so it's not as bad. So, I think it's just that she's not that good at actual games, but mobile games she's pretty good at. Like, a lot of games that she shows on her main channel, for one, she does get sponsored a lot for a lot of her videos, like, a lot of her mobile game stuff.
I'd sponsor
This is
something
cool.
as unique as that. I'd be like,
I
yeah,
would
that's
too.
really
I'd be like,
unique.
this
I'll
is dope, and
sponsor
I'm
it,
sure
yeah.
lots of people will see it. But what I was going to try to get to, other than being like, watch Kiss New Eye because she's cute and good and fun, a lot of people want to fuck her.
See, that's where
In the
my
comments, you
problems come in.
see
It's
it
like,
all
okay,
over the place. It's like, why? She's adorable and great and fun.
It's like,
Leave her
can't you just
alone.
accept
Can't you just
that?
like how cute and
really?
fun it is and not be like, I want to fuck that? It's like, no, leave it alone.
It's like, don't. Why?
It's like when you
Please
watch
don't.
K-On! And like, this is cute and pure, and then you find out about all the dojins that exist. It's like, stop! Leave them alone! Do not lewd them. And that's why there is the whole do not lewd the dragon lolly thing. There was that meme for a bit where it was, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. That show's great. You should watch that eventually. But there's this one character, this little dragon girl, and she's cute and great. And people liked her for other reasons. Technically, she's like 800,
Oh, right.
but she looks like a child. So don't lewd the dragon
little
lolly.
bit.
Leave her alone. She is cute and to
Like
be
you said,
left away.
I don't have a problem with the fan base of people like liking cute girls. I'll even admit it's like that's really neat.
Listen,
I'm fine with like even
Anime
watching
has
shows
perfected
like that.
the perfect girl. Like, they
But
perfected cute girls.
When you get
more
into the
specifically.
sexualization, it's like okay,
Stop.
let's take a back seat on this.
Like, there's
Just
a difference.
Really stop, please.
There's a difference between K-On! And what's its name? I fucking loved hating it. No.
Trying to come up with a show is not working.
I hate doing that. I hate it. I have to look it up now.
Especially when
Fuck.
you know. Especially when you know.
When
we're,
you
like,
know it
filming
and you
this right
hate
now,
it,
and it's like
I'm
shoot.
stopping everything,
And then
I
you gotta
can't remember the
then you
name,
gotta force
and I
your
gotta
buddy
scroll
into a
through
real-
Mal, and I gotta just keep panicking so I can fill in time, and I'm searching, and I'm going through it all, and I
Then
can't find it.
Then you
and
gotta
I'm
force your
scared,
buddy into a
so-
really awkward conversation
now I gotta
while he tries to search for
Now I gotta
it.
sort it by score, because I know I rated it like a 1, so I can scroll all the way to the bottom, and it's easier to find.
Is there an app for Mac?
Arrow Manga Sensei.
Oh, I think you think you mentioned that. Before.
Yeah, there's a
I
complete
couldn't have
difference
filled it in for
between
you, but-
cute girls in one thing and another.
Oh right.
And also some shows that are just like, it's cute girls. Do you like it yet? I don't really like that much.
Oh right. It's like you need the
Hikano
cute
no-
girls and you need the plot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hikano no is a cute little show about this little like actors troupe that's a bunch of cute girls. I can't. I got through like episode 5 and I was like, I'm bored. The girls are cute, but that's it.
Right.
But K-On's like, they
I
are
like
cute,
the
but
plot.
also there's a really cool, fun story here, and I like it.
Right.
They fixed what the original was, which was just, it's cute, but they added more to it, and that was cool. I like it. Anime of the week.
No. You could give something for that, but I couldn't, and I think that'd be really weird.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off on this EA conversation?
Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about that. Shit. Loot
We were
boxes
on
are
like
bad.
Clash Royale mobile games and
Yeah, mobile games doing the
Ooh,
same
I know what I
sort of
wanted
vibe.
to transition into. Microtransactions in general.
I love all
in
versions.
AAA games and $60 games.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about loot boxes. I'm talking about like
I'm talking about all that.
like most. I've been watching a lot of the Jimquisition right now.
What is Jimquisition?
Or Jim Sterling, that guy.
Kinda.
I've just been watching a lot of him, and he likes to bitch about all these transactions and stuff, which he has a fair point on doing too. But
Yeah.
even like NBA 2K17 and their
Yeah,
virtual
Jesus Christ.
currency, and it's like I hear the games are good. Like maybe
Probably.
a couple of years ago they were really good if they didn't
Yeah.
have that virtual currency, right?
Like, listen, you can buy, okay, so on the Switch version, you can buy the game 3 ways.
oh
You can buy
yeah,
the
that's-
normal, the fucking more version, and the way fucking more version. And it just
It's
gives you more virtual currency in the second 2 versions. Like, you can pay $150 to buy the game, so it can give you just a bunch of currency. It's like, why would you
Right,
do
it's
that?
like-
What is the point? You're playing it for the basketball game.
I think the one main draw about the 2K games is their story mode in that too, and the building your own character. That's
I
a really
guess
big
so.
draw to it,
Yeah.
and they know that. so they can put the virtual currency behind that mode. Because, like,
Yeah.
people will play the basketball, but a lot of them are in it for this mode as well.
Oh yeah, because
So
they
they
just
know-
want to feel like they can be cool at basketball too.
And like I said, I
But they
hear they're
can't,
really good
fucking
modes,
bitches.
but they lock them behind the...
Yeah, the paywall.
Ooh.
I love paywalls. I love paywalls. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like...
Gotta
and he made a really good point about talking about how everybody's like, well, it's good to know in today's day and age, games are still $60. You know, inflation hasn't caught up with them. Games are really not $60 anymore when you total it up in the end.
It depends.
It
Like,
depends, yeah.
A lot of, like, I'm not saying this to be a Nintendo fanboy, but a lot of Nintendo games as of this moment are just, it's $60, here you go.
But Breath of the Wild had a season pass and stuff.
But I feel
with
like
it, and
that one makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, so much time spent and so massive that they have to, like,
I still have to finish
guarantee that their
game.
money comes back.
That's one I really want to finish.
Because to be fair, it was a risk in the first place to make that.
Yeah.
So they have to
Yeah.
make sure they make... Because I'm sure the budget on that was, like, Nutter Butters.
Right. And,
Like,
you
Mario
know,
Odyssey, I don't think that's going to have DLC. If it does, I don't know. I'd probably buy it. I'll be honest. Like,
And-
depending on what they add, because they'd probably just add, like, a couple new worlds. And since how big and interesting the worlds are, I'd be totally down. I
And
can't wait for that game.
And I know there's a difference between the DLC season pass type stuff and actual, like, expansions to games. Like, I know...
Yeah.
I don't know about Fallout 4. I don't know how well Bethesda did it for that, but I know the previous Fallout and, like, Elder Scrolls games, like, their expansions...
Do you remember the funny horse armor? Remember that epic reference?
They said, like, that DLC was trash, obviously. Everybody's like, but the other expansions for Oblivion were, like, massive and
Yeah.
like, great in their own... Even, like, Skyrim, where they added new areas, mechanics, and everything to this already
Yeah.
big game. And then you had, you know, like, the Fallout games where they just added a lot of new areas and stuff with that. And I was like, oh, wow, this is actually really good. I even like the Borderlands DLC season passes where it was, like, new levels, whole new areas with, like, a crap ton of new quests, and the DLCs were, like, really fun, too.
Yeah.
Like, I think one was just, like, all based around explosions and, like, a deathmatch arena style.
Radical.
And it was like, this is
Not-
good.
No, that's my type of game.
And, like, I think one of them was, like, a real, like, a D&D one narrated by by a little girl. It was just, like, a real D&D
That's
fantasy
silly.
base. It's like,
I'd like to
this
play
is
that.
really good and worth it.
Yeah.
But
That'd
then,
be
yeah,
good.
you get all these ones that are, like, big DLCs or expansions, even, like, what Blizzard does with theirs, where they're, like, big expansion, you know,
Yeah.
like Diablo, Reaper of Souls, big expansion, World of Warcraft,
Big
big
expansion.
expansion,
Big
not
expansion.
DLC. And then you get some there, like, map packs. Woo! It's like, great.
Do you want to play the one from the one game that you really liked? Here, you can buy this map pack.
Yeah, it's like, oh, great,
Says
that's a lot of
every
fun.
single Call of Duty. Do you want to play your favorite one from
there's-
this one game?
There's one more example I'm trying to think of. I can't think of it.
Whammo.
I had it earlier. I'll come back to it. We're got stuff. The expansions are good. DLC is not. So, oh man, wow, what
So,
great topics.
What a great time at EA.
I'm
but,
gonna wander my way
that's
to the hospital.
yeah.
now.
We should probably do that.
EA's
Wait,
not happy. I
hold
left
on.
some blood on their floor.
A lot
They
of
don't-
blood.
They don't
You
like
dumped
that.
it all over Battlefront.
I don't know what's going on.
You put it on the-
No.
No, I'll carry. I'll carry.
Sir, on the street. Where's the nearest hospital?
Up yours, bitch. That's
Oh.
not helpful. Wait, I'll call for the Segway. Segway.
Segway, help me.
Segway.
Help me, Segway.
Seg-
Meet us at the hospital. Segway,
Segway.
please.
We're not gonna
Oh,
make
look
it.
at that sign. Hospital.
Oh, that's convenient.
32 miles.
That's not convenient.
Wait, aren't we in the city? Isn't EA's headquarters in the city?
Probably.
Wait, there's no one here in the city. I don't hear any cars. What happened to everybody in the city?
Is that
What
a
city are
Holocaust?
we in?
That's not it.
Oh God, it's not the. It's not the cause. It's not the
I meant
cause.
apocalypse. We're leaving this cut in. We're going with this. Well, we're gonna go limp our way over, or he's gonna limp his
32
own
miles. Let's go,
to the
boys.
hospital, and
We'll see you next
we'll see you
week.
next week,
And hopefully our good pal, the edgy Segway, comes back.
and helps us out, or at
Who
least
knows
pays
where
the
he's been.
hospital bill.
Yeah.
Like, be a good man about it.
He's edgy,
Jesus.
but he's not an ass.
Hopefully.
So
See you next
Thanks
time.
for tuning in. Leave any comments if you think we do stuff that sucks compared to other podcasts. We
It's
would
facts.
really like to know your thoughts, and if you
Please,
can tell other
somebody.
people, we want more than 10 viewers.
Yeah.
We genuinely enjoy doing this. And
We do like this. I mean, even if we don't get more viewers, it's fun to do on a normal circumstance.
Right.
But I mean,
Just
hey,
tell your
it's
friends,
kinda
tell
neat.
everybody. I don't know, buy a billboard
Tell your
for a
kids.
day. Put it on a billboard. I don't care if you use our likeness or not. I'm not going to complain. Put up a billboard.
How would you get our likeness?
I told them our names.
Oh, yeah.
Put her face up on a billboard and advertise. Thank you. Bye.
Link us in porn. Bye.